Hey, welcome back, everybody. I got another video for you, and as I said, I'm gonna do a video comparing the 2019 flagships with the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the Pixel 4 XL, and just giving you guys my experience. So I guess it really wouldn't be like a versus video, but anyways, yeah. I've been using these side by side since getting the iPhone 11 Pro Max. A few times that I popped my SIM into another device, but that's irrelevant to this. But, I will tell you guys, one thing I like to do nowadays is carry an iOS device and an Android device, and these 2 have been doing the job, okay? So, um, they have their caveats, I'll mention them, in this video so you guys kind of understand what you're getting into, but if you're not looking to spend a whole lot of money, these are some very good options to buy, especially the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Basically, if you're switching over and trying out iOS for the first time or whatever, you don't wanna spend a whole lot of money. The 11 Pro Max is the way to go. That's my opinion. And that's why we're going to start off with the 11 Pro Max. So all the goodness that you would find, like say in the iPhone 15 Pro Max, 14, those devices, you're going to find that with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's a very, very solid phone, very good. Still supported today. It's on the latest version of iOS 17.3.1, and it will still continue to get updates. As that's one of the big benefits of Apple is the longevity for software support. So rest assured that, the iPhone 11's got a few more years left in it before it's, pretty much time to retire it. Um, Over throughout time of using the device, the battery, it will deplete. Currently, right now, this one that I have is currently sitting at 86%. So if you want to know where the battery sits at, but that's over time. I mean, you got to consider this phone came out in 2019, right? So with the amount of usage that was done, battery's gonna deplete over time, totally fine. But other than that, there's not really a bad thing that I can say about the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I mean, the only other thing that I think that some people might find about this device that may be a caveat is the fact that it does not support 5G. You get no 5G support on it. Um, it's got face unlock. Face unlock works pretty great. Of course, you gotta look at the screen and then swipe up, which I guess makes it seem slower than the Pixel 4 XL, which is what we have here. But looking at the face unlock with the Pixel 4 XL, it's faster because it goes straight into the home screen once you engage for it to unlock. There's no additional action required like on the iPhone, so it just pretty much unlocks. I mean, you can do it several times. You can lock the screen, and it will just unlock. And that's always a good thing, right? So it makes it a little bit faster. The user interface with the Pixel 4 XL is smooth, right? I said the same for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I feel the same way about the Pixel 4 XL, and I enjoy using this device on a daily as my daily driver Android device. It's got its weaknesses too, and I think the Pixel 4 XL's weakness is a little bit more, um, almost like I guess you could say concerning than the iPhone 11. While the iPhone 11 lacks 5G support, so does the Pixel 4 XL. It is an LTE model. They didn't have, 5G pretty much rolled out when this device released in 2019. But the other thing to it is that software support has ended for this. October 5th, 2022 was the very last one, and it is on Android 13. Now, I'm not a big stickler of always wanting to have the latest software, but I am for security support. And so sometimes I wish that Google would just continue security support for their devices, even though they're no longer going to update it to the next version of Android. I think they should still release quarterly updates for these devices just to patch any vulnerabilities that they may have, which they kind of do because it's happened in the past before. Certain vulnerability came out and they decided to pump out an update for older devices that were no longer supported just to patch that particular vulnerability. Other than that, everything about the phone is still pretty solid. Even the battery, we don't get an indicator that tells us like how much battery is left in it, so that's kind of like a bummer. But I would go on a whim and say it's like 85% capacity if I was to like chalk it up. But anyways, both these devices do good with camera. I'm gonna take a couple of photos here, share it with you guys so you guys can pass judgment on them, see which one you like better. Um, but I think they're both pretty good. I use them both for vlogging, for video, but I do love the video that's taken with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's just all around great. Both these devices are great to pick up, especially if you can find them under the price tag of $300. You're solid. The Pixel 4 XL, you could probably find that for even as low as 150 bucks, if you, take your time to look. But anyways, great options out there for everybody. Thanks for checking out my video.